I'm your Circle 23. You're joining me for Nanny Affair, Chapter 13, The Morning After. The morning after the gala. You stand in the kitchen doing your best to pretend like it's just another day. You pour yourself a fresh cup of coffee while Mason and Mickey eat their whole germ oatmeal at the counter. Sorry about your breakfast, boys, but it's best I could do with Sophia's new diet guidelines.
Maybe not so bad if it came with a side of bacon. I don't even think that would help. Besides, Aunt Sophia got rid of all the bacon, remember?
Good morning. And before she starts doing us decaf coffee, and that's when you just kill a person, you try not to flush as Sam enters the room. Just the sound of her voice is enough to bring the memory of last night come rushing back. Tell me what you imagine when you touch yourself at night, Anna. Do you think of me? Are you sure you want to do this? Anna, are you alright? You shake yourself out of your reverie and turn to Sam. Yeah, I'm just, thinking about last night. You watch her closely, seeing if she'll take the bait. She doesn't say anything. You just see something flash in her eyes before she can control it.
Yeah, Carter said you went to the fancy party thing with Mom. Did you pull any pranks?
Sam keeps her expression completely under control as she looks to her kids. Not this time. Maybe we just needed someone to show us how it's done.
I'd rather stay home and eat pizza, thanks.
That's at the boys, and then back at Sam, dropping her voice to a whisper. Can we talk later? She stiffens, keeping her eyes glued on the boys. Yes, later. You know the emphasis on the word, but before you can respond, Sam grabs her cup of coffee and heads to her home office. You watch her retreating back, trying to ignore the pain in your heart. After breakfast, you help Mason and Mickey get ready for the day when Sam knocks on the bedroom door. I'm about to go into the office, but I wanted to talk to you first. Your heart stutters at Sam's declaration until you realize she's talking to the twins. Get it together, Anna. Now's definitely not the time for an appropriate time for us to discuss our horizontal tango. Sam takes a seat, then clears her throat as Mason and Mickey put their arms around her.
What's wrong, Mom? You look sad.
I'm not sad. I just know you're not going to like what I have to say.
Well, then just rip it off like a band-aid.
Right, like a band-aid. She takes a deep breath. I have to go to Italy for a business trip. As soon as possible.
What? You're fleeing the country just like that?
What? Nice blurting out. You're fleeing the country. I wouldn't call it fleeing. Dalton Enterprises has been in negotiation for months, and after the Milan breach, well, my dad just doesn't trust anyone else to handle it.
What about us? Aunt Sophia isn't staying here, is she?
No, she'll be in Naples with me, but don't worry, you won't be alone. You have Anna. You can feel Sam's gaze turn to you, but you're focused on the twins, trying to stay upbeat. You know, after the whole, you're fleeing! Let's not overreact here. Oh, okay. It's just a flight. Meanings, right? Bet your mom will be back before you know it. Actually, depending on the negotiations, I could be gone for a couple of months.
A couple months? That's the rest of the summer.
Sam, seriously, that's awfully convenient timing. So long. For the boys, I mean. My parents were often overseas for months at a time when I was younger. They'll survive. But don't you want them to do more than just survive? I'm trying to not let my emotions cloud my judgment here. I don't have a choice in the matter. You always have a choice, Sam. No. She's a parent, providing for her children. No, she doesn't have a choice. Sorry. Most single people will never understand that until they have children. The two of you share a long look.
Can we at least come visit you while you're gone?
Of course, buddy. I'm sure we can work something out in the meantime. Why doesn't Anna take you out for the day? I've got to prepare for the trip, but we'll have a special dinner tonight before I go, promise. Sam stretches out her arms and pulls the boys close in for a hug. She doesn't so much as glance at you before leaving. Why would she? You're the babysitter. Later that day, you trudge through the Natural History Museum with Mason and Mickey, trying to lift their somber mood. Did you guys know that the Tyrannosaurus comes with a Greek word from tyrant lizard? It could also eat as much as 500 pounds of meat in a single bite. Oh, meat. I want some chicken with some coffee. I don't know why I'm craving it.
That's actually kind of cool, but I'm not really in the mood for learning.
I know it's been a tough morning.
Mom's never gone on a business trip like this before. It's not because we fight all the time, is it?
No, definitely not. But it's easy to feel like that sometimes. Even I wonder if I'm the reason why your mom wants to suddenly leave town. Especially since I probably am. No, you're not. Shut the hell up. She's almost a CEO of a literal whole company.
But you're like Mom's favorite person. Yeah, she loves you as much as we do.
You two are sweet, but I'm not so sure. At least we have each other. I'll be by your side, day and night. And by the time your mom gets home, you'll be sick of me.
Not possible. Well, it's a little possible.
He smiles, Mason throws his arms around you, and then pulls his brother into a hug, too. Maybe we can brainstorm some sort of fun project to do while your mom's gone. That way we can surprise her when she gets back.
Like a robot prototype?
Sure. Something like that. See, there's a silver lining to everything. Now we better head home so we're not late for dinner with your mom. You call up Carter, and soon he's driving the three of you back towards the penthouse. Did you boys have fun at the museum?
Yeah, did you know Tyrannosaurus comes from the Greek words for tyrant lizard?
You smile to yourself as the twins excitedly tell Carter about everything they learned. You pull out your phone to let Sam know you're on your way back. Heading back, ETA 20 minutes. You need us to pick up anything on our way? Or do you have the special dinner all planned out? About that. Why am I not surprised? This is becoming your MO. What's that supposed to mean? Okay, this happens with everyone who suddenly goes from, like, friends to personal, and then you start chewing one another out, and it's really uncomfortable, and yeah. You're a smart woman, figure it out. And, I'll take care of dinner for the boys' sake. But you better come up with an amazing apology dessert for them. Your phone keeps buzzing, but you ignore the texts and focus on Mason and Mickey. So, about dinner. But before you can elaborate, you spot a turnoff with several food trucks being set up. Maybe Sam's special dinner is a bust, but that doesn't mean I can do something fun for them. Plus, they haven't had any good food in weeks. Not with Sophia's health plan in full force. Oh, you mean really bad for you food, but it tastes delicious, but it's bad for you? Welcome to food trucks. The cream to the cream of bad food for you, but enjoy. Also, half of these trucks are really unsanitary, but moving on. Carter, take the next right and find a place to pull over. We're gonna have dinner at a food truck festival. Right away, Miss Shula.
I don't know what that means, but it sounds awesome!
The sky grows dark as you and the boys make your way through the gathering crowd around the food trucks.
Look, grilled cheese!
Not just any grilled cheese, it's mac and grilled cheese.
Oh my god, Mom is gonna be so mad she missed out!
Her loss. I vote we focus on our own bellies, okay?
Yeah, who knows what else they've stuffed with mac and cheese?
The laugh as Mason and Mickey lead you from one truck to the next. At least the boys are cheering up. I haven't seen them this happy since Sam's birthday.
Anna, I know what I want.
You're a little surprised when you see the food truck he's pointing at. You nod and help him order. A poke bowl. You know, I've actually heard about this, but never tried it. There's a place by me. It's called Poke Bros. Order for Mickey. Here you go.
Thanks.
Mason's eyes his brother's bowl suspiciously.
A raw fish? It's just deconstructed sushi. Carter showed it to me one time when I was homesick from school.
You have a pretty sophisticated palate, Mickey.
Don't tell Aunt Sophia. She'll make me escargot or something.
Your secret's safe with me. What about you, Mason? Anything tickle your fancy? You look around at the other nearby food trucks, but Mason's gaze is still focused on Mickey's Poke Bowl. Or maybe you'd like to try a bite.
What? No! I mean, it looks delicious? Sure, we'll go with that.
I think Mason would like to try some poke. He just needs a little encouragement. I should teach him about how it's made. Tease him with reverse psychology. That typically works with children. Let's go with that. I can't believe you're going to let Mickey out-eat you.
Yeah, you're the one who was always bragging about liking fancy adult food. I'm just in the mood for a cheeseburger.
Well, I bet we can find a fine cheeseburger somewhere around here, or maybe we'll have to head down the street to McDermott's instead.
Wait, no, I want to eat here.
He takes a deep breath, eyeing the poke bowl up again.
Okay, I'll try it. Just one bite.
If you insist. You scoop a bite of poke from Mickey's bowl and offer it to Mason. Most children would go, "No, it's mine!" At least they have a good brother-brother relationship. You and Mickey watch intently as Mason chews thoughtfully, and then...
Hey, that was pretty good. Told ya. Give me another bite. No, what? No way.
See, there's the brotherly shit going on right there. Let's get you your own bowl. Soon you find a quiet spot near the food trucks for the boys to eat their bowls. After a moment, Mason looks over to a stray piece of seaweed stuck to his cheek.
Thanks for making me try that, Hannah. None of our other nannies used to do that.
That's because they're children. You expand their horizons by being open-minded and letting them do things that typical parents don't do. Thus, you make incredible children. Congratulations, parents. I just solved your world problem. You're welcome. Sometimes we just need a little nudge to get out of our comfort zone, especially when it comes to food. Mason nods, still looking serious. What's wrong?
Nothing. I was just thinking. I wish you were gonna be our stepmom instead of Aunt Sophia.
No. Don't tell Sophia this. She'll lord it over me in some reverse psychology way. Oh, Mason. Me too, honestly. I love taking care of you two. I can't imagine leaving.
Leaving? Why would you leave?
I have no intention of leaving right now, but sometimes things change, especially jobs.
Oh.
Both boys scoot closer to you on the bench. Flanking you on either side, you wrap your arms around them. No matter where I go or what I do, I'll always care about you two, and I'll be here if you need me.
Promise?
Pinky promise.
But why can't you just be our new stepmom instead? Yeah, we like you, and you like us, and all we have to do is convince Mom.
It's not that simple.
But she already likes you enough to let you live with us.
True, but that's part of the job.
I think it's a great plan. We'll tell her when we get home.
Oh God, don't do this. Your heart all but breaks as you take in their smiling faces. You're careful to keep your expression neutral as you interject. I appreciate the sentiment, but it's not up to us. It's up to your mother, and she's already made her decision.
That sucks.
Yeah, parents sometimes can be stupid. Mickey sighs down into his bowl. You playfully nudge his shoulder until he looks back up. But stepmom is just a title. I don't care about you two any less without it.
Really?
Really. You playfully poke at Mickey, and he giggles, shying away.
Hey, that tickles.
Give him a big hug. You pull Mickey against you in a tight hug, and his arms wrap around your waist.
Hey, what about me?
Oh, get in here. You close your eyes as you hold the boys, savoring the moment.
I wish we could always be like this.
Me too. Eventually, you pull back with a smile. Alright, it's getting late. We should head back so you can have that special dessert with your mom.
Should we bring some dinner back for her? She hates Aunt Sophia's cooking. Well, and she does seem pretty bummed about the business trip.
Then it's decided. Let's find something to take back to her. You text Carter that you're almost ready, then head back to the food trucks to find something for Sam. What should we get?
Anything better than Aunt Sophia's diet.
Very true. In that case, let's go with... club sandwich, stir fry, BBQ platter. Oh my God, does that look good? You nod towards a truck called Bad to the Bone. No one can resist some good old-fashioned soul food.
Yum.
Smiling and feeling genuinely good for the first time today, you order your takeout for Sam. Back at the pit house. You and the boys run into Sam as soon as the elevator doors open. She sets a carry-on bag by the wall next to a suitcase before turning to you. Welcome back. Did you three have fun at the museum? Her eyes are locked on you, but you can't bring yourself to respond. Luckily, the boys do all the talking for you.
The museum was alright, but dinner was even better. We stopped by a food truck festival on the way home. I tried a poke bowl.
Really? Did you like it?
It was amazing! And we got something for you?
That was thoughtful of you. You offer her the takeout, still not meeting her gaze. It was their idea. Sam opens up the container and grins. I love barbecue. How did you know? Because everyone loves barbecue, let's be real. Just a lucky guess. Right. She clears her throat and then turns her attention back to the boys. Why don't you two wash your hands and head into the kitchen for your special surprise dessert?
On it!
The two race towards the bathroom, leaving you and Sam alone in the hallway, start moving to the kitchen. Anna. Yes? Thank you for dinner. For both me and the boys. I shouldn't have backed down on my promise to make a special meal with them. No, you shouldn't have. He stared at her for another moment and then sighs. Your resolve starts to waver. And you're welcome. It really looks delicious. Even though you're still mad at her, your heart softens as you watch her take a bite. She glances over at you and smiles tentatively, which is when you notice a drop of sauce in the corner of her lip. You've got a little... Wipe her mouth. She blinks at you in surprise as you lean forward and touch her lip, gently wiping the sauce away. Oh. I'm better. Listen, she's a child. Let's treat her like one. You open your mouth to say more. You're not even sure exactly what when the boys hurry into the room and you step away from Sam.
Dessert time! What are we having?
I thought you'd like to make some s'mores.
With the mega big marshmallows?
Of course. Sam points the boys towards the s'more supplies already set up on the kitchen counter. You were so distracted you didn't notice them before. With big mega marshmallows. I'll leave you three to it.
Where are you going? You haven't even had a s'more yet.
I don't want to intrude on your mother-son bonding time on your last night together. You wouldn't be intruding. Still, you should still have some privacy. You force your lingering gaze away from Sam and then turn and leave before you change your mind. Later that night, you continue to pace in your room, feeling more alone with your thoughts than you have all day. Is she really going on a business trip because of what happened last night? That's so unfair to Mason and Mickey and me. I can't let her fly half away across a world without talking to me first. You check the time to make sure the boy's already in bed. You let your adrenaline push you forward, so you leave the room to hunt down Sam. You find her in her home office nursing a shallow glass of bourbon. She lunches your way as you enter. I thought I might see you again tonight. Sam, we need to talk about the boys. What about them? They're heartbroken that you're leaving, and I don't blame them. You're hardly around as it is, and now you're suddenly going on an extended business trip? I wish it didn't have to be this way. Then do something about it. You're Sam freaking Dalton. Make a phone call, whisk away the twins to Italy with you. I don't care if I lose my job. Just don't leave your kids behind because of me. Because of you. You take a deep breath and look Sam directly in the eye. We had sex last night, Sam. I haven't forgotten. And it feels like you want to. In fact, it feels like you're running halfway around the world because of it. She looks away and you feel the frustration raging through you. You're a lot of things, Sam, but I never took you for a coward. That gets her attention. Her eyes flash as she meets your gaze. A coward. Yeah, you heard me. You don't back down. The two of you stand face to face, breathing hard. You could have found a way around this trip, walked away last night. Walked away last night. Sam lets out a humorous laugh. I wish that were true. Her expression softens as she reaches out to stroke your cheek. I've been trying to walk away from you since the moment we met, yet somehow I always end up back here. You step back out of her reach, you cross your arms over your chest. That's not good enough, Sam. Let's get one thing straight here, Anna. The timing of this trip may seem suspicious to you, but I don't want to go. I have to go. And every time I look at you, it's a reminder of what I'm leaving behind. Really? You aren't relieved you have an escape? No, this is so much worse. Sam takes a deep breath, trying to get herself under control. You step away and look out the window, unsure what comes next. You hear Sam approaching from behind you. You feel her hands brace against your hips, kindling a familiar ache between your thighs. You twist to face her, so close that your breasts press together. Sam plants her hands behind you on the window. Sam, you should fire me now. Shut up. Give in. You snake your arm around her neck, pulling her close. You can whisper in her ear. The clock is ticking, Sam. You're leaving in the morning, but you can still have me tonight. Anna. Unless you don't want any more. One time was enough to get me out of your system. I'll never have enough of you. I need you, Anna. But of course, tell Sam to prove it. You grip the neckline of her blouse and yank Sam hard against you. Prove it. You kiss her with every ounce of frustration and heat in your body, but even as Sam's arms close around you, holding you flush against her, she pulls back with a questioning look on her face. Anna, don't think, just feel. You push her jacket off of her shoulders before your fingers slide along the back of her neck as you guide her wet, hungry mouth back to yours. Sam spins you around, pushing you against the cold glass of the window pane. She lifts your wrists up above your head, holding them there with one hand, while the other hand exposes your body. You feel exposed in a way that makes your pulse race as her fingers find a strip of bare skin at your waist and slide up beneath your clothes to trace the curves of your breasts. Has it really only been a day since I touched you like this? Already feels like a lifetime ago. You arch your back, pressing your body against her. Her tongue tangles with yours, and she moans into your mouth. Could you really go the rest of the summer without this? I can't even go 5 minutes without it. Sam picks you up easily in her arms. You lock your legs around her waist as she carries you across the office. Sam sweeps everything off her desk with a loud crash and lays you down. Your head swims as she unfastens your clothes and pitches them across the room. Her lips trail kisses all over your body, pausing to skim her teeth along your side, then against your hip. God, I want to eat you up. You look down your body into hers, and taking in the intense look in her eyes. You want her, but you also want to make her pay for how she treated you today. You gotta earn that privilege. You sit up, pushing her back just a few steps. Anna, you've been a naughty girl, Sam. And you know what that means. I'm gonna tie you up. She lets out a soft curse as you hop down from the desk and motion for her to take a seat behind it. She starts to move around the desk when you call out, "Wait. Undress first." You lean in and skim your fingers over the exposed skin of her chest, then tug lightly on the open flap of her shirt. I don't want to have to deal with this later. She quickly strips out of the rest of her clothing, then takes a seat in her office chair, arms on the armrest. You grab a spare cord from one of her desk drawers, because there just happens to be one, then tie her wrist to the chair, and you do the same for her other hand, letting your fingers trail along her bare body before you step back and admire your handiwork. Aren't you a sight? Anna. She tries to reach for you, but stops short as she pulls against the cords. She sits back with a pout. This isn't fair. I want to touch you. Oh, you want to talk about not fair. Everything that's happened today hasn't been fair. You lean over the chair, careful not to touch her. You let your breasts idle near her face, so close you can feel her breath ghost over your skin. She visibly gulps. And now you're being punished for it. You hop back on the desk facing Sam. You spread your legs so she can see every inch of you. You slip your fingers under your panties. Oh my god. Your head lolls back because you let the pleasure course through your veins. Oh yeah. You touch yourself in front of Sam in a power trip like nothing you've ever experienced before. You can barely control your movements as your hips buck up. Anna, please let me touch you. She licks her lips as she struggles against her restraints. You slow your fingers as you consider her. I don't know. Have you been punished enough? No, but I can make it up to you properly unless you let me touch you. Please. Selfishly, you know she's right. You reach out to untie the cords, and she's all over you before they fall into the ground. She kisses you deeply, pressing you back against the desk as her hands work your panties down your thighs. I haven't been able to think about anything else all day. You drive me to the distraction, even when you aren't spread out in front of me. And now? Her fingers make their way back up your bare legs, stroking you teasingly until they're just hit the right spot. And now I can barely control myself. I want to devour you. You lean back and let your legs fall apart as wide as you can. You fight back a blush as she hungrily takes in every inch of you. Yes, I love seeing you open like this for me. She bows at your feet, lowering her mouth between your thighs, working her tongue against you. You shiver and grip the desk, reeling from the sensation. Her voice rises from beneath your leg. If you want me to make this up to you properly, then you can't come yet. Can you do that, Anna? Can you hold back until I tell you? She punctuates her question with a devilish twirl of her tongue, and you gasp. Yes. Bring it on. I can take whatever you have to give. Don't hold back. She smirks at you, and you know she'll rise to the challenge. She licks her lips and then dips her head and licks you. Her tongue lashes over you deeply and heavily and relenting. Oh God, I'm gonna... Already? I thought you said you could take it. Your body trembles. She sucks and nips at you, leading you towards the brink. Then she makes her tongue rigid as it flicks against you. Oh my God, that feels... You lift your head enough to see Sam's handy hand working between her legs, touching herself in rhythm with you as she groans out your name. Anna. That's all it takes. Your body clenches and you fly over the edge, ecstasy crashing over you. You sag against the desk as her arms wrap around you, holding you close. After a moment, your breathing returns to normal and the two of you get dressed. You linger in the doorway, less sure what to say now than ever before. Sam, I'm sorry, Anna. I didn't mean to let it get so carried away. It won't happen again. You're not sure that's what you want, but you're too confused to do more than nod. My flight leaves early. I'll be gone before you wake up. Oh, I see. I guess this is goodbye. The word feels woefully inadequate, but you don't know what else to say. You wrap your arms around yourself as you make your way towards the door. I shouldn't have dragged you into this mess. You deserve so much better than me. Sam's strained words make you pause in the doorway. You close your eyes, bracing yourself as you look back over your shoulder, certain this will be the last time you ever lay eyes on Sam Dalton. I can decide what I deserve for myself. You walk away without a backward glance. The next morning. You wake up to the crack of dawn. Despite barely getting a wink of sleep, you hear footsteps and hushed voices in the hallway and then silence. She's really gone. You restlessly toss and turn for another hour before you drag yourself out of bed to make the boys breakfast. Focus, Anna. Sam Dalton's just a girl. Nothing you can't get over. You trudge through the penthouse towards the kitchen, dredging the upcoming day with every step. But you stop short as you spot a familiar face sitting in the kitchen. Sam, what are you doing here? I heard you leave this morning. I did a lot of thinking last night, but I didn't come to a conclusion in time to cancel my car earlier. What conclusion? That you were right. I was being a coward and running away from my problems. I sent Robin ahead and postponed my meeting to next week so I could do this right. I'm turning this business trip into a family vacation for all of us. Yay, we get to go to Italy and have Bonk Chicka Wow Wow there. I mean, what? You mean, pack your bags, Anna. You're coming with me to Italy. Without further ado, thank you all for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head to the description below, links to social media, Discord if you'd like to support me and my content. Without further ado, once again, thank you for watching. Hope you're all doing okay. Today's been a super long day for me. I'm fighting something off. I don't exactly know what, but I digress. Still covering the content, so... Oh, thanks for watching. Catch you all in the next video. Peace.